Today we all lost someone great. Anthony Camperini was a best friend to many. Using the word friend doesn't even begin to express his humble attachment to us that made him feel more like family. Even looking into Campy's eyes, you always got a sense that he got you. Like he was a kid that was on your level. But the variety of minds that he attracted was never limited by the potential of his charisma. You felt like you were a better person just being around him. Even though he almost had sad pain behind his eyes at times, there was a warm feeling knowing that his smiles were genuine and that he really loved life more than most people do. It's inspiring in a way knowing that at such a young age he went through a lot. Losing his mother before high school even started, and then his aunt to the same disease, who had a striking resemblance to his mother, must have been hell for him. That in itself tells you what kind of a man he was. I remember going with him every day to visit his aunt when she was getting treatment. We'd hang out with her and just chill and play cards. I guess she felt like she had a debt to her late sister to watch over him. His mother's family are people that welcome everyone into their home with open arms, like a warm blanket. I remember only feeling that way at home in my own house. Campy's father's Big L, most of them know us as the Hat, struggled a lot with the loss of his wife, and though he was distant and awkward most of the time, his inaccessibility allowed Campy to rely on his friends as family. Knowing this, and yet Campy still made it part of his routine to visit his aunt, as he felt like it was another mother he could cherish the time that he had left. He once told me when we were driving to her house that my dad thinks it's a pain that the pain of my mom all over again. I just want to be around her as much as I can, not worry about that part of it, because I know already that part afterwards is going to suck. So even there, he's just emphasizing on the positive thing, to show strength and walking around not only with a smile, but also eagerly accepting anyone. Never judging people for expressing themselves, open-mindedness to trying anything new, are all parts of what made him an amazing brother, someone to be proud that you just know him. There was never a time I can remember arguing with Campy where he didn't stop and say, "I'm sorry," when he was right. He was more interested in life and what it had to offer, as opposed to dwelling on what life can take from you. There are many people we have had in and out of our lives, and Campy is one that made a lasting impression on everybody. No matter when you knew him or how little you knew about him, you always felt like you were his friend. If nothing else out of his death that is killing everybody, and my heart mourns in sadness, I wish to at least encourage the thoughts and memories of him in a positive way. How much joy one person was capable of bringing to so many people. His immediate family was small for the most part in a traditional way, but in reality, everybody touched by this kid felt like he was part of their family. Take away from a tragedy like this that there are people in your life, past and present, that never live with the regret or the pain of thinking that I never got to say this to them, or I wish I had more time with this person. Instead, adore them now and foster those not only close to you, but people in the past that are still part of who you are today that you may have forgotten. It's never too late to hit somebody up and just ask, "Hey, you want to go get coffee?" The irony is we grew up in a time less civilized communication-wise and technology, and now we can reach back to almost everyone we've ever met in our life at the touch of a button. To me, Campy represents a part of my personality I remind myself to awaken every now and then. The ability to let that which is not entirely dramatic or vital slide and hold on to what's important. So many friends lost a brother today, and he meant more to everybody than we could ever hope to find in another person. If you hold on to a grudge or haven't spoken to someone in years over stupid shit, think about Campy's face and that he can't be here anymore to break the ice or to make amends and put arms around two different people and say, "Let's just hang out, have reconnected with each other." We all share this same person in mind, and we're all hurt by the loss, so to share your stories of laughter and happiness, because that's who Campy was, and always will be, a brother to me, that brought light to every dark corner of who I am. Honor him in that way.